Sport Chance Alugazitin.
Good. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tantramar Veterans Memorial Civic Center as we get ready for the second game of this home and home between the Tantramar Titans and the Stellar Cormier. Position 1, coach on start. We've got Trevor Mutton for Tantramar on from the 31. He's had 2 seasons. As Trevor throws it over Boise outside. Mutton just goes so early. And here's Abby Morris. Abby Morris in, thrown that net. And the Ghost Coach takes this corner. Another chance there. Keep him up to shred him. But it's going the other way. Number 14, Richard. Cormier. And they'll be forced to retreat back behind their own red line. The ball throws it ahead. It goes off the six board and Ghost Coach. As Tantramar tries to gain control. Evan Lloyd was stuck up. And still taking it. Lloyd is staying there. Lloyd, the defenseman, the only referee so far, Tantramar throws that net, and save made by Melanson. Another shot for Lloyd, and Melanson will hang on, and this time she'll wait for the whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget our 50-50 draw for tonight's game. Tickets are available at the main entrance in the upper lobby. Ticket change and help support the Titans. Messieurs, dames, vous pouvez nous présenter votre chance avec une direction
We're 55 seconds into this game already. We've already seen shots from Tantramar. Tantramar taking the first game that's home and home on Wednesday night, Thursday night, shooting 5-1, but still 2 goals goals. Coming from Sarah Lawrence, who was injured later in the game. Offensive power of the team the last 2 seasons. I know we were both there for a short period of time. Here's number 20 with it as Stellar Cormier breaks out. Going ahead, number 7, that's Poirier. Trying to get you to go and stick and take him by the Vogel. You can't get him to get out. Poirier now fighting with it. With Vogel, he goes forward to Tantramar. But right on to Stellar Cormier. Stick on the 10, Melanson on it. Cormier, he dumps into the road. And left Estabrook takes over there, throws it ahead. On second possession, Estabrook goes out to Alder. And Alder will tap, that'll go the length of the ice and the ice against Tantramar. With 13-13 remaining here in the first period. And so that's what we saw in the first section of this Tantramar. A couple mistakes like that, pucks going off the board, going for icing calls here. They were able to tighten that up the second game. We'll see it carried over here as Morris can't control the face-off, and it goes back to a start on the point. He throws it forward and it's taken over by Morris. Morris will drop it back to O'Neill. O'Neill tries to throw it over the board. Here's Warren Goso. Goso up to Morris, and Morris is taking it one in, past center, and dump it. There's Brendan behind that over to Abby Morris. Abby Morris trying to throw it forward. Trying to fire that one at net. Malone was able to steer it just wide. And it's taken over by number 11, number 8 in the corner. Morris all at Cormier. Abby Harrison forcing it back to the top behind the Sullivan Cormier net. As the start. Trying to carry him, he's taken over by Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks throws it over, here's Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill sucking that one at net. Butterfly saved by Melanson. Here's Aaron Carr. Behind the net, turns back, pass up in front of Aaron Hicks, goes out to front of the corner straight. And that'll go all the way back into the Tantramar zone, where that's Estabrook will take over. And before that one, sure went the other way. Number 22, Joe Eckelay on it. And turnover now, here's Aaron Carr. Aaron Carr again with the center, still dump. Tantramar definitely needs to change. Emily Patterson on the puck. Can't get to it. It comes out. Emma Warrior take over. He's in. Tantramar will swing. Something by Estabrook. And Tantramar will get fresh legs. Over in the corner. Check our side forward. And Hannah O'Neill throw it back in the corner. That's the Estabrook on the forecheck. Can't quite get to it. As Here's number 16 with 8 and 16 that's off the bell. That's all it's on there. In the lane. Force to retreat. Backhand forward towards net. She's just away by my lead. Emma Rowles now. Pass to the side, centering this one down. And she'll take forward. Rowles past center. Rowles past the blue line, jumping in the corner. She'll turn around first, change on the forecheck. Here's Paris Trenum. Trenum out there with Morris and Gotro, as usual. And then these Hurricanes work for that one off the board, slides down. Paris Trenum gets tied up, but able to get it over to Gotro, throws in the corner. Morris on it. Abby Morris. The Titans back to the point. Here, and Carlton slides that one at net. And a nice save by Janika Melanson. And she'll hang on for the whistle with 10:38 to go in the first period. Again, those plays are what you want to see from Tantramar. Look to see the intensity amped up a little bit. This is not the speed of play, of course, we saw in the first game. But the pass has definitely looked a lot more crisp for the Tantramar Titans team. They are so desperate to win the draw, but Aaron Carr can't control, and Carson is chipping in the corner. And it's a lane back against Aaron Carr in the battle in the corner. Puck goes to the back to the far side corner. Now offense, but can't get it. And that's thrown ahead by Rozier. Rozier back to Carr. Carr back to something like that. They're not trying to coordinate space. And around we brought out. Carr center. Number one comes in to take over. Tantramar has the puck again. Throw it off the board. Aaron Carr. She'll chip it. Can't get it out. It goes out for the 17. It's Gotro. Marcelo Cormier. Lloyd now throwing it ahead. Marion hits, but she'll end up dumping it before she reaches the red line. That'll crawl all the way behind the Titan goal line. And be an icing call with 9:55 to go. Of course, Marion Hicks was on that top line last year with Gotro and Morris this year, trying to take the path like Marion Hicks down. Working with the bottom pair. You can get more passing over there. Like we said, by the river. He's Paris Trenum. He's skating though, they're Trenum up on that top line. And of course, it worked in the first game at home and home. But Marion Hicks didn't send it to Morrison, however. Now without Morrison, they'll be interested to see if there's any line trouble coming over the next few weeks of Estabrook stuff without rid of the zone. Daphne Estabrook scored in the corner, number 14 back for Charlotte Cormier and Bouchard. Bouchard throws it ahead to number 10, Daphne Lawson, who is throwing it ahead to Cormier. By hand in the middle there for Tantramar, dumping in the corner, and Tantramar will get a full fresh 5. As the third carry will ahead. The third carry will ahead. From Charlotte Cormier. Here's Paris Trenum and top one early, dumping the puck in, and both straight there and Morris there. But David Charlotte Cormier was just outside the line. The entire Titan team will have to tag. Thrown ahead by Richard again off a Titan skate, and it ends up in the close corner. Here's Warren Gotro. Gotro wheeling around. Gotro keeps going, throws it up in front for Trenum. He's shoving it in net, but Melanson gets down fast and closes the door. And she'll hang on for the whistle with 8:40 to go in the first period. Of course, Tantramar did take the one extra forward. They were shuffling 3 forwards with an extra winger, or 3 lines of forward with an extra winger. So there is some leeway, some room to make changes. With Sarah Warren out for the next couple of weeks. And then Carr wrapping it around behind the net. Cannot control the puck, fell out for the ATL. There's number 9, that's Albert. Running into the zone. And now go the other way. Here's Sophie Estabrook. Going right forward. Carr shuffling forward. Estabrook is hooked up there, no call. As Stella Cormier will wrap it around the net. Here's Roxanne Albert. Albert throwing it ahead, number 5, Cormier. Throwing Cormier over to Madison Wall. Block. Moving forward. And Anna Ward goes for it to take it back behind her own net for the Titans. She'll throw it up. Emily Patterson can't control it. And Stella Cormier now coming in the zone. 17, that was Gotro on it. From Stella Cormier. Here's Alder. Alder throwing in the head. Caught up her skate. And yet the Alder will get into the close corner. But can't control it. Karen Shredder now at the top line's back on. Fighting for it. With the charge. Goes back to the part the left Estabrook can't control it. and showing force to the street. As the book quickly around left side of the top, here's the skating lane. And left that's the book now. That's the try to keep there by number 15, Emily Grove, sending to the side, solid corner, and that's has in the corner. Kind of back behind the net, here's Warren Gotro. Able to get up front. Here's a Vogel the shot. But it comes off the solid Cormier body. Gotro forces it forward. The one from Patty's side, but can't hold on. Here's that more back on the Vogel. Shot blocked. And it makes it there. At number 22, that's the lead. We're still on Cormier. And then they're going to force Tantramar retreat, he'll change. And then they're able to get on that track. And he Harrison circles back. Looking for room, she'll skate. Harrison isn't going off the board, that's Whipple down. It looks like every mix was stuck ahead of her, and that's offside against the Titans. Cormier winning that draw, back to Richard. Richard shuffled out, sorry, that wasn't Richard. That was Poirier. Poirier shuffled out to Alex Estabrook, who dumped it right back in. That's why it's Hannah O'Neill, not Alex Estabrook, my apologies. Emma Lloyd now forward into the zone. Tantramar will make forward changes. Now it's thrown ahead. Here's number 8. That's Cormier. There's Cormier on it. And Alder will now throw it back to the Tantramar zone. Solon Cormier not able to control the puck. And now here's Hannah O'Neill. O'Neill shoots that one at net. Great number 1, who will hang on for the whistle. With 5:58 to go. Solon Cormier making changes up front. Tantramar the defensive change. As it's now Alex Estabrook's on with Emma Vogel. Of course, Tantramar rotating 5G to start the season. Jesse Estabrook now throwing it over to Jesse Alder. Alder can't quite control it. Goes out. And Ava Carson not able to get to it. Emma Vogel can keep it into the zone. She'll shuffle behind the net. As Jesse Alder will give chase. Alder up against Cormier. Alder able to come out with the puck. Tantramar controls. Alder throwing that one out in front. She was looking for number 5 on that one for the Titans. But cannot get that pass completed. And Tantramar forced to retreat. Emma Vogel throwing that one forward. The Tantramar down with their entire first line out. And then Carson throws it back. Here's Warren Gotro. Gotro shoots it to chip it into the corner. Morris will give chase. So will Karis Fredham. Karis Fredham will win that race. Trying to slide over to Morris. It goes off the skate. And out for Gotro to fight for it with Cormier. That puck kept alive. And Abby Morris did a good shot. They're off the skate of Emmy Vogel. That puck still loose. And now it comes out and it was just cleared by Melanson. First Solon Cormier. Abby Parsons retreats, throws it ahead to Abby Morris. Morris shuffled wide by Cormier. Solon Cormier able to take over. Poirier trying to throw it forward. Here's it again. Poirier tied up by Emma Lloyd. And that puck dumped into the far corner. No, that will be an icing call. The arms weren't up. They will whistle it down with 4:32 to go. That face-off will come all the way back, just to the left of the Titan goal. Just to the right, my apologies. As Sophie Estabrook unable to win that draw, and Solon Cormier unable to control it. Now they do. Puck off the boards, and here comes Sophie Estabrook with a shot one-on-one to get to it. Estabrook can't get to it, but she is hauled down. No call coming. And Solon Cormier has it with Albert taking it behind her own net. Sophie Estabrook's able to dump that into the corner. And Bethel skates it down. Emily Patterson can't get her stick on it. But it comes out, give away at the point. Alex Estabrook stands on it. And Solon Cormier will dump it down ice. That'll be icing. With 3:52 to go. So line changes for the Titans. Top unit back on. Solon Cormier will make changes for the forwards. No defensive changes. as number 25. That's Friegel. It was the drop low Cormier. Throwing that one at net, almost tipped by Karis Trenum in front. And ended up just wide. Here's Abby Morris. Abby Morris cycling back. Morris out behind the net. Here's Karis Trenum. Karis Trenum attempting to wrap it around. Fighting for the puck with Friegel. Puck thrown at net and steered just wide by Melanson, as neither team able to control. Puck comes past the Titan blue line, or the Solid Gourmet blue line, and Tantramar forced to retreat. Emma Vogel's chipping it ahead. Karis Trenum giving chase. She's at the end of her shift as Elaine able to take over Solid Gourmet. Chancing now drops it back to Richard. Richard is fighting for it with both Carr and Epsterbrook as Aaron Carr comes under the zone. Aaron Carr back now. She's hauled down. There's going to be a penalty coming up to Solid Cormier. We'll see. It looks like it's going to be to number 19, Mary-Eve Millet, and it'll be a tripping call with 2:52 to go. So, of course, this Titan power play was lethal at times last year. We'll see. As of right now, it's just the top line out there. No formal power play set up. We saw last year both Morris and Gautreaux working with Landry and Lorison at times on the power play. Of course, Lorison was probably on it. They haven't had a practice since the injury. So that might have an effect on why it's just the top line right now. Shuffled behind the net by Emma Lloyd. Gautreaux looking to set up a play. Gautreaux dropped it off to Morris, cycled it back, and behind the Solid Gourmet net again. Abby Morris wraps it around. Goes back to the point. Here's Emma Lloyd. Emma Lloyd to the corner. Abby Morris. Abby Morris throws that one forward, and it's gobbled up by Melanson. And she'll hang on for a whistle with 2:32 to go. 1:35 remaining in the penalty to Millet. Of course, good cycle game on there by Tantramar. You can see they're going to make a one-winger change. They're going to call their timeout, actually, it looks like. Yes, indeed, they will. Now, Tantramar calls their timeout. Of course, good decision here in high school hockey, of course. Unlike any other level of hockey, you get one timeout per period, not per game. So, smart decision here to use it with only 2 minutes remaining in the period. And see if O'Neill can give his top unit a breath of oxygen and draw up a play. Here we go. 2:32 remaining in the period, 1:35 in the power play. And we'll see what Tantramar is going to do. Karis Trenum is staying on as Morris wins it back. Here's Emma Lloyd. Emma Lloyd throws it over. And O'Neill. O'Neill at net, chipped by Lauren Gautreaux. That puck released by Melanson. She decided not to hang on. And a good chance in front there by Lauren Gautreaux. Lauren Gautreaux now throwing that puck forward. Karis Trenum getting to it. Trenum on the puck, off to drop it back. Here's Hannah O'Neill. O'Neill at net hard. That one steered wide by a Tantramar stick as Gautreaux trying to tip and ended up making it miss. Here's Trenum behind the net over to Morris. Morris back to Trenum. Trenum out front. Lauren Gautreaux she scores. And Tantramar takes the early lead on the power play on the tap in by Lauren Gautreaux. Gautreaux on the power play. 1-0 Titans. Of course, that top line last year, we talked about the dynamic duo by Abby Morris and Lauren Gautreaux. Abby Morris, elite puck handling ability, and of course, Gautreaux, that shot. Of course, there was just a tap-in, but we've seen her with some absolute lasers over the past 2 seasons. And her chemistry with Morris is insane, and we look, of course, just Tantramar, of course, only been on the ice a couple weeks. We look for those two to get back in rhythm, and that duo should be a human highlight reel over the coming games as that puck dumped into the corner by Tantramar. Ava Carson on it. Got the over there for the court. Goes back to the point. Emma Vogels hammers that one at net. But it's blocked down by Elaine. But she cannot control it. Poirier throws it over to look for Elaine again. But again, Solid Cormier can't get it out. Behind the net, that puck comes loose. Dude, Abby Parsons trying to win a race to it. She can. And Tantramar able to keep it in. Abby Parsons dumped in the corner. They're trying to dump in the corner. Big Carson couldn't pick it up. That will go off. That went off the body of the South Cormier player in the length of the ice. And we get an icing call with 1:13 to go. Face off won by South Cormier. Quickly turnover and thrown at net by Sophie Esterbrook just wide. Aaron Carr throwing it to the corner. Here's Esterbrook again. Sophie Esterbrook trying to settle things down. Able to knock Poirier over. And Elaine trying to get it. Can't take control. It went back to the point to hand O'Neill. O'Neill shoved it forward. Here there. Carr able to get to it. But knocked him out to Richard. No throwing. That's Poirier. Poirier forward. Thrown just wide. And Hannah O'Neill will skate it out. O'Neill lefting to skate it. Now she'll attempt to pass it up the middle to Sophie Esterbrook, but Esterbrook can't control it. And that'll go the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Here's number 16 now for turnover. Abby Morrison, she shoots and a save made there by Danica Melanson Morris on the turnover. Able in to shoot. She tries to go high. 5-hole with open slightly later. That might have been a better shot. But nonetheless, Melanson able to gobble it up. And we get a whistle with 22 seconds to go. Straw won by Stellan Cormier. And it'll be carried out by Cormier. She'll bump into her own player and make little Cormier out of the throw. And that will just about do it in the first period. Puck almost goes into Stellan Cormier bench. Puck will come back to us. That's for Kevin's gone for Lauren Gautreau with 2 seconds to go. Albert will cycle back, and the buzzer will sound at the end of the first period. Of course, no flood in between the first and second. In high school girls hockey, there will be a flood in between the second and third, and I'll be joined by Chris Vogels for our first intermission show of the period. And as of right now, we'll just take a quick break, give the coaches some time to get some instruction, and we'll be back with your second period. And here we go. We are back with your second period. Tantramar leading 1-0. The goal coming on the power play goal by Lauren Gautreau. As we see that top unit out here for Tantramar. Now for Stellan Cormier. They've got the free down the blonde line on. As we saw with Elaine on the wing. Emmy Carson's dumping that one in. It's LeBlanc and Poirier to start on defense for Stellan Cormier. We'll get the second period underway. Gautreau knocking down Poirier there. As Paris trying to bump the puck up, looking for pass down the goal, can't get it. And we get a whistle now, looks like an offside potentially. Not sure what happened there. Didn't get touched by the stick of any Stellan Cormier player, but it did go off the pant of Elaine. Of course, as the intended pass, number Vogel got picked off of Josie Elaine, threw that forward. Went off on teammate's body and came back into the zone. So it looks like the whistle must have been for offside against the Titans. Of course, it wasn't touched by a stick, but it did go off a couple bodies. So not sure what that was there. Alexa Esterbrook is forced to take this behind her own net. She'll throw it over to Miriam Hicks, and Miriam Hicks will break it up the zone. Throw it in the middle to Sophie Esterbrook. And draw past Miriam Hicks again. Tantramar will have to tag. Now they can. Duncan safe. Behind the net, it's Regal. Now she throws it up to Elaine. Elaine skating it through center. Josie Elaine gets a shot off, but that's padded wide by Maya Reed. And Emma Vogel's throwing that ahead, looking for Ava Carson. Carson can't control it. And it's Gautreau on the puck for sellout Cormier. Carson throwing it back and ends up right back on the stick of Daigle. Daigle goes off the body of Carson and ends up back to Colin Cormier possession. Elaine trying to break in, she can't. Bethany Estabrook hauled down, no call. As Hannah O'Neill slides it over to Emma Vogel. Emma Vogel ahead looking for Carson, ends up going right back to the stick of Richard. For solid Cormier. Vogel's now dumping it in. Warren Gautreau will give chase and Tantramar gets the first unit back out there yet again. Gautreau. In the corner, Abby Morris. Morris fighting for it. No one knows the puck right now. Morris brother can escape and turns around and tries to get to Gautreau. He'll end up in solid Cormier possession as Poirier will attempt to break out. That puck's up and wide behind the solid Cormier net as Cormier will try to break out. She's met there by Alex Estabrook. Estabrook fighting just with the puck, able to come up with it. She gets it past him, grabbing Morris. That one tipped that net somehow weakly, and Melanson forced it forward, and that puck will come all the way down. And behind the Tantramar net, Maya Reed touches it, so icing will be waved off. And we'll go with turnover, and a chance there for Poirier. But now Pat Chico chance again here from Melanson, but that one goes off the Tantramar body, and Aaron Carr throwing it forward. Abby Moore looking for it. Abby Moore, they already dumped it in. Tantramar complete their change. Miriam Hicks on the forecheck. She's passing it off to Bro. Bro's throwing it forward. Here's Poirier. Poirier across center. That will go just again wide of the Tantramar goal. And Hannah O'Neill on the puck. O'Neill, she's hit by number 19 of not sure who saw Cormier. And falls over. Tantramar O'Neill maintain possession. Here comes Sophie Estabrook now. Estabrook did on a breakaway. Sophie Estabrook did alone. Estabrook tipped that to that net. She's tied up. And a save made by Melanson. And good hustle there by Trista Gautreau to get back and tie Sophie Estabrook up as Estabrook is dangerous and alone. Emily Patterson now throwing that forward. Alder on the puck. Can't control it. And O'Neill throws it forward looking for Bethany Estabrook. Estabrook can tip that one in his own and Alder will give chase. Jesse Alder back into the corner, fighting for it with Trista Gautreau. Alder throwing around the front, took the wheels down. Went off the front Cormier and ended up in the glove of Danica Melanson, who holds on for a whistle with 11:17 to go.
Tonight's prize is worth $93.50. This is for $5 $7. Here is the winning number. It's on the red ticket. So we get it over now looking for 95486. 95486.
That one tipped by Warren Gautreau. That's why it's all Cormier goal. Here's Abby Morris. Abby Morris wrapping this one around. She's met there by Millet. And the turnover now. Here's number 9 Roxanne Albert. Skating it for someone Cormier. Albert, but she's tied up at the line by Morris, who's there on the back check.
Congratulations, Big Guy.
And her teammate was a step ahead of her. We get an offside call with 10:46 to go. Sophie Estabrook on the chase there after losing the draw. Can't get it. Colin Cormier able to dump it in. Alan Boyd now goes D to D. Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill shuffling forward. Aaron Carr able to get to Sophie Estabrook. Now here's Alex Estabrook. Alex Estabrook and Aaron Carr battling for it there. Able to control of it. That battle was against three goals. As Cormier throws it forward now for LeBlanc. Cormier will cycle back. Emma White just behind the line. Jumps in again. The Tantramar will have to tag. No, they just able to tag. And now here's Alder. Alder trying to throw it forward. Elaine on it. Almost taking a bad turnover there. We're still on Cormier. But Bethany Estabrook not able to control it. as Richard now takes it behind her own goal. Richard passing it ahead to Elaine. The Pirates able to get over there and knock it forward before Elaine can get to it. Alder now firing up Richard in the corner. Corey is tied out to LeBlanc. Shots it under the zone, but right to Emerville. And Emerville was dumping it back in. It went off the back of Warren Gotro. That one has to sting. And now here's Richard to Solid Cormier. Turns it over at the point to Eddie Carson. Dumps it behind the Solid Cormier goal. And Tantramar will give chase. Solid Cormier will get it out. Lux Estabrook to go D2D with Eddie Carson. And they'll start their break-in. Now, it'll be a dump break-in. As that will be Warren Gotro being stuck before the puck. And they'll all have to tag. And then it'll give Solid Cormier a chance to get the puck out. As LeBlanc throwing it forward, looking, Elaine can't get to it. And the defense will not throw it ahead to Warren Gotro, goes to Abby Morris. Abby Morris into the zone. Morris in behind the net. Abby Morris wrapped it all the way around. Now looks at the point to Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill throwing it ahead. Warren Gotro can't get her stick on it. Goes to Abby Morris behind the Solid Cormier goal. Here's Abby Morris. Morris to the point. Hannah O'Neill. Marion hits down on the ice after the change. Back to the line mates from last year. And Abby Morris will now go to the bench too, and Tantramar will get a full line change with the second unit now out there. And that puck goes up, still on Cormier body. Went off though, looks like went off the top of the Titan bench as we get a whistle with 8:28 to go in the second frame. So it'll be LeBlanc versus Estabrook on the face-off. Here it's won by LeBlanc as Solid Cormier takes control. Here's Poirier now. Poirier into the Gotro, into the zone. The throw forward, Pamela Lloyd able to chip that off the glass and clear it for Tantramar. Here's Erin Carr. Erin Carr kicking that one forward into the corner. She's back fighting for it with Lazier. Lazier able to rim it around the board, but it comes up down to Carson. Carson's unable to control it. Solid Cormier out now. And Lazier not goes off the stick of Lazier weakly towards her own goaltender, Melanson, who will cover it up. Here, midway through the second frame. Aldrich on the face-off win. Now here's Eddie Carson. Carson steps to the forward. Estabrook takes control. Aldrich forward again. Patterson didn't see it in her mistake there. Now Solid Cormier has it. Behind the net, here's Bro. Bro threw it ahead, went to Lloyd at the point. And now here's Bethany Estabrook on it against Ashley Cormier. Thrown forward there by number 17. It comes out in front, and a chance for Alder. But just wide of the goal, and now here's LeBlanc skating out. LeBlanc hit weakly by Alder, able to maintain control of the puck. Chancellor is able to chip it out of the zone. Alder now ahead, looking to Patterson, looking to check over Tantramar as he can't. Now here from Emma Lloyd, she'll skate here to Tantramar make line change. Emma Lloyd off the shoot, that deflects off the stick of LeBlanc, and up into the mesh netting. .7:04 to go in the second period. Of course, we will be joined at intermission by Chris Bowe with the intermission report. Tantramar still doing half games. In net, they're having a goaltender change right now. Into the game is Ava Allen. Allen, the grade 10, was a starter for the Titans last year as a freshman on their first playoff run. And since the team's comeback after a couple season hiatus. They came back for 2 seasons, losing seasons, but they had good young players. They just, of course, when those good young players came out, they had no goalies, but she stepped in. It was amazing for them last season. And Abby Morris wins the puck around shot, tipped by Gotro, but rebound, but Gotro can't get her stick on it. Had a good chance there for Tantramar. Here's Kara Strenham. Kara Strenham throw it over. Lauren Gotro is part of the stake of the official. Gotro wraps it over front. Morris on the puck. Gotro again. Sliding it forward. Whacking at it. Lauren Gotro shoots the puck into the ball. And it's 2-0 Tantramar. Lauren Gotro, her second of the game. And Tantramar's lead now by 2. Gotro just would not take no for an answer there. We saw continuously happy and whacking at the puck and eventually able to out-muscle Melanson and force it into the goal. Tantramar now up by a pair. There's the line change now, so Yesbrook's on. Able to win that face-off forward. Aaron Carr now into the zone. Aaron Carr. Met by Richard. And they'll fight for in the corner. So Yesbrook tries to center it there, can't. They go down on Cormier body as Albert attempts to clear the puck to the point. And then Carlson shuffles that one at net. Goes out. Here's Aaron Carr. Aaron Carr behind the goal. She'll battle for it with Stern. Now Stern again forward. And Ken O'Neill up to jump into the point. Neil Carr to the third line now with the Tantramar. Puck comes back to the point. Here's Ken O'Neill again. O'Neill. That one for it. That's the same thing by the one. No butterfly. As Cormier attempts to throw it out. Albert on it for Stolen Cormier. Throws it ahead, and Carson will flip that up here to the Tantramar bench. Almost caught by Coach Mike Hicks, but he can't quite control it, as that'll be marked as incomplete. And the face-off will come out to the Tantramar, or to the Stolen Cormier, or Tantramar offside dot. Abby Morris wins the face-off forward to Karis Trenham, but she's quickly met by a solid Cormier defender. That was number 17, Krista Gautreau. And it's dumped into the solid Cormier, and Abby Morris gives space, puck comes back, and Evan Lloyd able to get to Morris the corner. Abby Morris shoots, that goes off one, gets back. Rebound, Karis Trenham, she scores on the backhand. It's Karis Trenham. And Tantramar's lead is now through. For the bouncing puck, we saw Morris take a weird angle shot. It from behind the net almost. It went on the solid Cormier body off the top shoulder of Melanson. She couldn't control it. And the rebound goes to Karis Trenham, who buried it for a 3-0 lead with 5:12 to go. Sophie Estabrook's winning that fourth face-off. Aaron Carr passed it back to their defense. As Tantramar will start their march forward. Aaron Carr off the board, trying to get Sophie Estabrook. She can't do that. She's out-muscled by Elaine for Solid Cormier. As Elaine comes in, her stick was picked up there by Marion Hicks, and Tantramar controls the puck briefly. Back to the point, Malate throwing it forward off the stick of LeBlanc to Emma Lloyd for the Titans. And that one's off the middle. Now here's Elaine. Elaine fakes the slap shot off to the wrist shot, but that'll go off the body up over the mesh netting. Hits the sackful where you belong time. A whistle down, that draw will come outside the Tantramar zone. With 4:42 to go.
And goal line 48, Trenham for Morris and Gautreau at 9:48. The most injury play comes from people from the lower line. Karis Trenham, and they play the order rebound to Morris and the side corner Gautreau.
That's the order. In that face off, you can't control it. But the head to the stand. Here's another Patterson now forward. Patterson. I can't quite get to it. Here's another bench. Happy there after that hit. And that puck was dumped by Solid Cormier. Icing waved off. And O'Neill now behind her own net. O'Neill will dump it the other way. It'll go to Bethany Estabrooks. As Tantramar will attempt their breakout. Estabrooks ahead, looking for Alder, but that stick picked up by LeBlanc. By Lazier, sorry. And Solid Cormier control. Pass up to Bro. Bro beats Vogel. Then she's back. She's got a man with her. Bro throwing that one at net. And a glove save by Ava Allen. Nice save there. And of course, the old move. I can remember having a conversation with one of my goaltenders and asking, why do you not set that glove out there? Why do goalies not put the glove out there? You have a head start getting to the puck. And he said, because you want them to shoot trapper side. You never want them to shoot blocker side. You keep it in tight, make it look big, and get the extent out. And that's exactly what Ava Allen does there. As that puck slid at net by Richard. And Allen holds on again for the stoppage in play with 3:52 to go. Face-off one by Solid Cormier, shuffled at net weakly. It went off a Tantramar skate too, but it's held on to by Ava Allen for the whistle. Ab North unable to win that draw again as it's shuffled forward by Poirier. for Sellout Cormier. Alexis Estabrook now banged off the board. Lauren Gocho trying to chip it to Morris. But the puck doesn't come out. Now it does. Alexis Estabrook skates it. Alexis Estabrook off to receive it now. Pass forward to Terrence Tedham. That went off. Dumped out by Poirier and back to Tantramar. As Alexis Estabrook dumped it in. Sophie Estabrook can't control it. Any Parsons can dump that net. Brady Melanson, that puck leaks out. And that was loose there for a second. No one knew where it was. But Melanson eventually realized it's beside her. And she hangs on and freezes the puck. 3:19 to go. He's off one by Sophie Estabrook. But Cormier able to intercept the pass. But they can't clear the zone. Sophie Estabrook dumps her in the corner again. Miriam hits in for it. At the start, going over to the story at Poirier, up the bro. Estabrook guard now, can't quite control it. As it comes over, Aaron Carr can't get to it. Fighting for it there with Malay. And it's dumped behind the Sellout Cormier net. And Tantramar forced to chase. Number 5, Madison Cormier trying to throw it forward. Can't. Met by Emma Vogel, then back behind the Sellout Cormier net again. As Emily Grow turns it over, it is Carson shuffles behind the net again. Here's Alder. Alder now. Again, Tantramar cannot control the puck. And here comes LeBlanc. LeBlanc throws it forward. She was looking for Malate there, but Malate can't control it. And Alexis Estabrook will dump it up and into the Tantramar bench with 2:20 to go. Abby Morris on the face-off wing. It goes into the Sellout Cormier zone, but immediately taken over as LeBlanc marches it forward. LeBlanc looking for Elaine, but gets lost in her stick and Parsons takes it. Lauren Gocho tries to go for it. She's knocked down by Elaine. The puck goes back behind the Titan bench. Thrown forward, Paris Fenham trying to skate it. She can't. She's met by Malate, and it goes back. Ava Allen throwing it up, setting it aside. Lauren Gocho able to win it forward. Gocho now to Abby Morris. Abby Morris takes over. Abby Morris in. She's got Paris Fenham with it. Morris rockets that one at net. There's no rebound for Paris Fenham to get to. As it's held on to by Danica Melanson. Face off one there by Sophie Estabrook. Back to the point. Hand on the outside. Over to Emma Vogel. Emma Vogel shooting short side. Just wide. Rebound. On a chance here. Sophie Estabrook still loose. But it's held on to by Melanson. And she'll wait for the stoppage in play with 1:28 to go. Again, more chances for Tantramar up the rebound. 2 goals coming that way already in this game. We saw the power play goal by Gocho off the pass being the one that was, and then we saw the tap in by Gocho when she refused to say no. And then Paris Fenham's goal. That just goes to show you how valuable those rebounds are. As Bro chipping it into the zone. But Hannah O'Neill, Alexis Estabrook will retreat and keep the puck in tight possession. Estabrook over to Emma Vogel. Emma Vogel throwing it forward. Miriam Hicks can't corral it. That's forced. And that's set forward. Here's Alexis Estabrook on the carrying. Hannah O'Neill might be called. As it's thrown forward by Sellout Cormier. Throw into the zone. Aaron Carr able to suck it out and goes back to the point for Poirier. Bro, again trying to shuffle forward, right back to Tantramar though with Emma Vogel in control and dumps it deep in behind the Sellout Cormier net. All over the center, Patterson over Estabrook on the rebound, but Becky Estabrook can't control it either. And it's dumped now. Number 9 for Sellout Cormier, back to the point. Alexis Estabrook throwing that one at net, and it gets nowhere. Alder on the rebound, went off the body, and Alder tried to shuffle that net, but again, no shot. Higher Sellout Cormier net. 19 minutes to go. And with Patterson behind the net with 11 seconds to go. As it goes out, Poirier throwing it off the board. But that's what Tantramar can set up one last shot. They will go to the corner. As Bro will chip it down ice, and that'll be the period. We're going to take a short break and set up, but we will be back with your intermission report shortly as these teams go to the room. So we welcome you back here at the intermission report. Tantramar leading 3-0 in the shot 26-16. You well control this game. I'm with Chris Vogel. Chris, what do you thought from the first period?
I thought, you come into a game like this, the team that you just beat badly. The 95 run was pretty convincing win. This sometimes can be a little cracked. So, I take these off the phone. It can be a track game, sometimes you go in and you play, you just have to show up, you're going to win. So, I think the coaches probably did a good job convincing the girls pretty much strong.
If there's one coach in all sports that can convince the team, I mean, that can do that, it's Scott O'Neill. We both know that.
Absolutely. So that's one thing I was looking for is right from the first shift, how much energy that first line with Abby and Lauren and Garrett. Just flying. Abby Morris is a real force on that.
They have a fun cycle game there. That chemistry with that line, they've been together 2 years, Abby and Lauren.
Yeah, and so they followed up with the other lines as well. They came out with a lot of energy, and anytime on the other side, anytime the team comes in after having just been beat, the coaches try to pump them up, try and convince them that you can win this game. If you want to you want to convince them that no, you can't win this game.
100%.
You want to put that back in their minds as quickly as possible.
A big concern for a lot of people after the first game was a little bit of sloppy play from Tantramar after their first exhibition game. That definitely seems to be cleaned up there in that period. Pass looked a lot more crisp.
Yeah, one thing I like in sports is, certain things can go in a slump. You get goal scorers there that can't find the net, the back of the net. Goalies maybe go in a bit of a drought, they're not seeing the puck well. And in other sports too, in baseball, pitchers may not have it. For a stretch, baseball hitters may have a tough time. But for me, a couple of elements that never go in a slump are speed and smarts. If you're fast, you're fast. Barring injury, you're just always going to be fast. And if you're a smart player, you're going to continue to be that. So I definitely see that with these girls. Like you said, they're crisp passing, very few turnovers. The smart play. That power play goal was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Just a well-designed goal, well executed. I constantly see the defense pinching, always a forward backing them up at the line. Smart passing, very few giveaways. Lots of times, a D will get it. One of my pet peeves, probably a lot of hockey players, is that D will carry the puck and dump it in, but just 2 feet before they reach the center. And but you see that most of the time the girls are getting to the line and dumping it in, and that saves you 200 feet ice.
100%.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about the speed, and if you're fast, you're fast. If you're smart, you're smart. One player on this tight roster that has both speed and smart that's now out of Sarah Larson.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't at the game last night. Were you at the game? Can you provide any info on the significance of that injury and how long she'll be out?
Sure. I think, and especially in Sackville, getting back to Sarah as a player and getting back to kind of those intangible skills is great. And a little bit of an edge. And Sarah is one of those players on the team that certainly brings that. And you always need a player like that. And she brings that to the team. We're going to miss that. I've heard she's probably going to be out 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
Hopefully 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not sure. It's just rumor. But she's certainly hard worker, fast, smart player. They're going to miss her for sure.
We can only hope that Tantramar ends up on the lower end, of course. Because not only does that affect not having Sarah Larson, but then of course that cut inbound to your lines. We saw there both Morris and Gocho getting tired at the end of most of the shift there in the second. That's one less player you have on the bench that, take that extra shift off and then go out there and play it 100%. Sure. We both know what Adam Morris and Gocho can do when they're playing at 100%.
Well, we're seeing that tonight for sure. One thing I find though, Justin, with this team is there is a lot of depth. There's a lot of depth on this team. You have Sophie Esterbrook's out there. She's a great player. Erin Carr's looking really good this year, really fast. Throughout the line, even the younger girls.
The entire defense.
Kara's trying to looks excellent. Some of the new girls, Jessie Alder, she looks good for a young player. The girls that are back again, Bethany, and she's looking good. So I think there's a lot of experience on this team, and it's showing this year. I mean, we've all been waiting, kind of, I guess, a lot of us that have been watching the girls skate around since they were 5 years old. Back in our minds, we've always been thinking about this year where they're going to be a force, and they sure are.
Too bad, of course, that this year there will be no provincial championship. But, of course, always, you want to win as many games as you can, and that's what they'll have the opportunity to do here. Playing in this monthly league. Of course, we are going to switch over now to talk about the game. We're going to talk about the professional sports here. So, first we'll start with baseball here, because we know that's your number one area of expertise here. What do you think about the way free agency is shaping up? Do you have any bold predictions, any statements, anyone you hope that the Jays go after?
Yeah, well, this year's a different, it's going to be a different beast for sure, the free agency market with COVID and everything. From what I've read, teams lost a lot of money. And as we know, that's professional sports, a big business now. So it's hard to say how much money teams are going to want to spend this year, not knowing what's going to happen next year. If there's going to be an actual regular season or not. Do you want to invest a bunch of money in a player who's going to give you just 60 games again? And if it's a pitcher, if you're looking at like Trevor Bauer, are you going to want to pay him top dollar for 1 year of 10 to 12 starts?
Especially with Bauer, you talk about the season was shortened this year. when I hear people talking about how much the Jays should sign Trevor Bauer, how much he's going to make, nothing on his resume demands the amount of money teams are going to pay him. He had one consistent season. Other than this season, he's been up and down. He's had games where he'd have games where he went 9 innings, no earned run.
Sure.
And but the ERA could be 4.18.
Okay.
Nothing on his resume after one 60-game season.
Sure.
How many starts did he make total? I forget. It's irrelevant. It's one 60-game season. And the money they're talking about giving him, especially when you get a guy like Charlie Morton on the market as well,
Yeah.
who not only is he a guy who's just as good as Bauer, has more proven, he pitches well against the Jays.
He does,
Like,
yeah.
The Jays wouldn't mind playing against Bauer as much as they mind playing against Morton
Yeah.
in another game.
Yeah. But Bauer is a talented pitcher. There's not many available this year. You know, now that say Stroman and there's another guy that took qualifying offers. So you know, it's hard to say. Jays are kind of a different team in that you know, they're owned by Rogers, right? You know, how much money does Rogers have available in their coffers? I'm sure they had a decent year on the television side. Everybody was stuck at home watching them, so it just depends how much they want to translate that into baseball.
So that's all the time we have here. We get back to the game. Thank you, Chris, for joining us here. So we'll be right back, folks, with your third period after this. Perfect. Thanks, Chris.
Good. Thank you, Justin. That was fun. We'll have to do that again.
Yeah, we will. Off we go with the third period here. Top line to start for Tantramar. It's Morris versus Nazir in the face-off circle. And it's won by Morris as Tantramar looks to rush it in. Trenum Thorny steps back there, that Morris can carry it in. And it's a turnover there, and Sullivan Thorny will carry that puck the other way. It's Poirier. Stands on it, stands on the path, and it goes to Demalloy, who slides it forward to Lauren Gautreau. Gautreau dumps it into the corner. And now here's Shiv again, Lauren Gautreau. Back behind the net, here's Sophie Estabrook now. Estabrook throws that back to the point. Emma Vogel again throwing it behind the net. Gautreau on the puck now for Tantramar. Can't quite come up with it. It goes back behind the net. Sophie Estabrook can get to it. As Tantramar now gains control. Puck goes back to the point. Emma Vogel sliding it with hard at net, but along the ice. And it goes off the stick of LeBlanc, and LeBlanc now able to settle it down. She'll dump it out, but it'll go right back to the end, and Emma Vogel will set it up as Tantramar will attempt to break in. The shot's 26-6 in the first period in favor of Tantramar. Very good period there, able to remain in control. Let's hope they don't settle off here in the third. We've seen that before with teams get overconfident, but of course if there's one coach that can keep the team on their toes, it's Scott O'Neill. That puck comes forward, left Estabrook shuffling it off the boards. As California takes over, here's Bro in the zone. Met there by Lex Estabrook, who dumps it down ice at net, so we know icing. Melanson We'll pass it off to the side. Here's Poirier. Poirier throwing intercepted there by Karis Trenum. Trenum now on the puck again. Back to Bethany Esterbrooks. And Esterbrooks will take in the corner. Esterbrooks stripped of the puck by Richard as Richard's helped back to the point where Alex Esterbrooks will hammer it in deep. There's Hannah O'Neill. Hannah O'Neill again dumping it deep. Tantramar doing a good job keeping this deep. Make Fallon Cormier reset. And that's where you get those turnovers. That has led to goals often as Warren Gotro now back second against Poirier. Poirier getting a good shot at net there. It was Albert, not Poirier. As now Morris the other way. Morris got Gotro with her. But Richard is back and rush. Morris flipped that one at net. Warren Gotro hammering for it. Puck was loose and another whistle. Despite the puck being loose. As we get a stoppage in play with 12:23 to go. And again, that's what we talk about from Warren Gotro. Absolute relentlessness. Poke at it till the whistle. You never know when it could come loose and you could light the lamp. Here is Sophie Esterbrooks tying up Poirier. Albert. And Fallon Cormier able to win the draw though. Here pass now, Emma Lloyd, looking for Aaron Carr. Shuffle to the line, but not out by Fallon Cormier. Number 11, that's Millet, looking to go out. Puck knocked forward by Sophie Esterbrooks. And into the Fallon Cormier though, and Esterbrooks fighting for it out in front with Richard. Puck comes out, Bethany Esterbrooks throws it forward, here's Richard again. Richard throwing it ahead to Cormier. Natalie Cormier trying to throw it in. She can. As she fights for it now. As Albert tries to force his feet back to the point. And Carson's knocking down Cormier there in the corner, or in front of the net. As the puck goes behind the Tantramar net. Number 11 on it now, that's Millet. For Fallon Cormier. Emma Vogel's able to strip her of the puck. And she'll skate it forward. Vogels, the center, dumps it in, gets fresh legs. We talked about that at the intermission with Chris Vogels about the dump and chase. How Tantramar is very good. Their defensemen very smart. Make sure you get the center before you dump it in. Okay, sometimes you see teams dump it in while they're still a step and a half behind center and the puck's 200 feet in the other direction. As Warren Gotro has it behind the net. Gotro forced it forward. Now here we go the other way. As it's Josie Allen. Turnover now. Here comes Hannah O'Neill into the zone. Hannah O'Neill. Thrown behind the net. No sorry, Alex Esterbrooks. Alex Esterbrooks back. Looking for this for Hannah O'Neill there. But it's taken over Fallon Cormier. Hannah O'Neill able to dump it in. Of course, they do apologize for messing up those names. One of them wears 8, the other one wears 9. And they both tuck the jersey in, so it's hard to see. The only way to tell the difference is looking for the A on the left Esterbrooks. And then Lloyd takes it behind the Titan goal, throws it forward to Miriam Hicks. Miriam Hicks looking forward, but it's taken by Elaine, and Tantramar forced to reset up. Here's Bethany Esterbrooks now. Esterbrooks chipping off the board with Sophie Esterbrooks. It's just out of her reach, and Elaine chipped it forward off the board. Back to Emma Lloyd. Tantramar trying to set up again, looking for Amy Carson. Elaine no back on it for Fallon Cormier. And Emma Lloyd again, she's stripped of the puck. Number 17 in it, that's stripped to go throw. But Lloyd knocked it off her stick, and then Carson forced to take it the other way. Puck rimmed around now, number 19, that's Madeline Poirier. On the puck, Madeline Poirier fans on it twice. Ava Carson able to force her back, but she is eventually able to throw it up to Richard. Richard ahead. Now here's number 8, Ashley Cormier in the zone. Cormier looking for Elaine. She's knocked down by Emma Vogel, an interference penalty coming to the Titans. As Vogel will touch up, and she's going to go off for interference, and she's not happy about it. Vogel's off for interference, and we'll see our first penalty kill. We'll see this Fallon Cormier power play for the first time in this game. Vogel's the captain of this team. A hard-working penalty there, fighting for the puck. Happened to be stronger than the girl she went up against, and she fell down. But of course, she didn't have the puck, so that will warrant a call. Here as we see, it'll be a lane on the draw. For Stella Cormier, she's knocked down again. As here's left Estabrook now, fights for the Tantramar. She plays well with him. What was here that was? Rozier dropped back early. Now North chance to skate it 2-on-1. North and Gotro in shorthanded. North up to Gotro. Gotro gets lost in the skate. And now here's the chance the other way. Elaine skating the puck. Elaine trying to make a move up the middle. She's caught up there. Carson throwing that one at net. And it's skated aside by Evan. Puck goes up in front. But Vogel, Lloyd's out and able to tie it up. And it's dumped down behind the net. 8:34 to go. 1:20 remaining in the 20 Emma Vogels. Here's Richard now. Richard, the captain of Solon Cormier, skating the puck ahead. Emma Vogels now on the puck. Dumps it deep. And it's going out of Emma Lloyd, or Emmy Partham, sorry. I apologize for that. And the lane, sliding in ahead, going number 25, that's Revolt there. Goulet, breaks the stick of Emmy Partham off the top part of the board. And back again, here's the lane. Elaine. Trying to throw that one forward to Cormier, but it's a complete miss. And it goes to Emma Lloyd, who dumps it in. 42 seconds now remaining, the penalty to Vogels. Back behind the Solon Cormier goal. Here's Poirier. Throws it ahead to Goulet. Goulet throwing it ahead, looking for Rozier. But Alex Vesters almost controlled it, but she missed it too. She'll have to retreat for it, and now she can fire it ahead. To the line, not out, tucked in. That was almost a chance out front to Rozier. But Marion Hicks able to beat her in a foot race, and Hicks dumps the puck the length of the arena. With 15 seconds to go on the penalty. 7:30 remaining in the game. As Cormier with it now. Cormier. Slide did it. That was Albert. He slid it over to Cormier. But of course, not able to control it. Ends up on the stick and hand O'Neill. And Tantramar will get fresh penalty killing legs. No, sorry. Emma Vogel will return to the ice. They'll return to even strength. As Kara's trying to run the puck now. Number 7 on it now. That's Poirier. Forced all on Cormier. Slides it ahead. Elaine on it now. Elaine in, she's got Poirier with her. It'll be a good spot of 2-on-2. Elaine forced to cycle back. Solid Cormier waiting for fresh legs. Elaine showing off some good hands. Able to control the puck, but now it's a turnover as Gotro have it. And Tantramar will go the other way. Both Morris and Trenham go to the bench. Gotro, oh, she shoots and a save made by Melanchthon. Lauren Gotro, we saw walk in. We know she has that powerful shot. But unable to get time there for the end of the shift. Unable to get space to pick a corner there. And the shot will go right to the chest of Danica Melanchthon with 6:36 to go. Sophie Estabrook's now winning that draw to Aaron Carr. Aaron Carr slides it in the corner. Sophie Estabrook's on it again, fighting for it with Elaine. Slides it back to the puck, to the point, sorry. There's Alexa Estabrook, brings it wide. Estabrook's on now, it goes back to point Vogels. Vogels' first shift at the penalty. Puck thrown back with his hand O'Neill, not Alexa Estabrook. My apologies again. Hannah O'Neill. O'Neill turns around, shuts this one the other way. Hannah O'Neill into the zone. He'll have to cycle that one back, thrown. Here's Aaron Carr. Aaron Carr. Puck goes off the boards. Hannah O'Neill fails to keep it in. They'll go all the way down behind the Titan bench. No icing. Oh no, sorry, it will be called icing. That must have went through the feet of O'Neill, not off her stick. With 5:50 to go in the third period. And here you go, Alder. Unable to control the draw. As now here's number 19 with it for Solon Cormier. That's shipped ahead now, Emma Vogels. Looking for Bethany Estabrook. They have left Estabrook for a mistake. Looking for Bethany Estabrook that missed but still went in to the Solon Cormier zone. As Grant now throws it ahead. But Solon Cormier unable to control it. It's Bro. Tries to fight for it. Here's Richard now. Richard. Drops back and dumps it in, but Rachel Estabrook just throws it back to Emily Grove. Now here's Emma Lloyd. Lloyd attempts to skate. That's one thing we've seen a lot tonight. It has been a little bit sloppy. The two altering defenses play catch. There's a turnover there. Abby Morrison though, fire save made by Melanson. Rebound. Shredham can't completely get to it. And shoved in the corner there as Gotro will fight for it with Poirier. But that's what we've seen these defenses play catch with each other a lot tonight. As it goes back from team to team. Abby Morris behind the net. Abby Morris starts the net one out in front, and it goes off the skate of Lauren Gotro. And Solon Cormier able to take over. Poirier misses that pass there. Emma Vogel will retreat and get the puck. As Tantramar now has control. Vogel's behind her own net. Throwing it ahead to Kara Shredham. Shredham can't control it. Vogel's again on it. Vogel's throwing it forward, looking for Abby Morris. It'll be just out of her reach. No icing on that one. Here's number 10, Blant. Blant goes in behind the Tantramar goal. And O'Neal back on it. O'Neal ahead for Miriam Hicks. Miriam Hicks ahead for Sophie Estabrook. Sophie Estabrook over to Erin Carr. Erin Carr can't quite get to it. And Hannah O'Neal will force the retreat for it. O'Neal up to Sophie Estabrook. Estabrook trying to pass the car, went off her skate. And a slew of Solon Cormier players. And that'll now come back into the Solon Cormier zone. Erin Carr on the puck. Tipped out front, Sophie Estabrook. Miriam Hicks back to the point. Alexa Estabrook shoots it intentionally wide. The pass there looking for her sister. Sophie Estabrook, but Sophie Estabrook can't quite get it. Here comes the other way. Bro. Slides it over to Malay in. So that was Albert, not Bro. As Emma Vogel throws it ahead for Bethany Estabrook. Estabrook's now throws it ahead. Emma Lloyd takes it off the dump out. And again, we talked about these team defenses apparently playing catch with each other tonight. As 3:05 remains, as Jesse Alder forced it forward. Bethany Estabrook's into the corner for number 15, Emily Bro. On Solon Cormier tries to rim it around to Melanie Cormier. But nothing back off the skate of Emma Lloyd out of the zone. Chance now for 17. That is Krista Gotro as she gets on the ice, but she couldn't get control of it. Emmy Parsons dumped it again as we see these defenses playing catch with each other. Lauren Gotro looking for Kara Shredham, can't get to it. Abby Morris though controls it in the corner. The cycle game of this line has been on par all game long. Emma Vogel's forcing that one forward. Now here comes Elaine, 2-on-1. Elaine, she's got Gotro with her. Elaine trying over to Gotro, and Emma Vogel was able to get back there and knock that pass away. Elaine can't control that pit. Standing the wrong way to get that pass. Now here's Emma Vogel in 2-on-2. She's got Morris with her. Emma Vogel throwing a shot high and just knocked up above the netting by Middleton. Aaron Carr now fighting for the puck. It kept in Miriam Hicks. Miriam Hicks able to keep it in for a second, but it'll end up on the skate of Eric Cormier. Just threw it back to Emma Vogel, who will throw it hard into the Solon Cormier bench with 1:48 remaining in the hockey game. Sophie Estabrook controlling that draw out. Aaron Carr on the puck, but throwing the other way. Here comes Lazier. Lazier into the zone. Met by Alexa Estabrook. Puck comes now up. Estabrook kicks it to the line again. But batted in by the Solon Cormier defenseman, and Estabrook has it now behind her own net. Here's Bro again. Bro fighting for it, but it's padded wide. Right into Allen when it was thrown at net. Aaron Carr able to throw it up the zone. Lazier on the puck. Throwing across out in the zone. Here comes Cormier. Cormier in one-on-two. As Tantramar able to gain control. Sophie Estabrook throwing looking for it. Bethany Estabrook now. Here comes Bethany Estabrook in the zone. Bethany Estabrook under a minute to go. Will carry that one wide. And that puck somehow ended up, not sure how, ended up out in front. Where Milwaukee can cover it with 48.6 seconds to go. So Tantramar's next bubble team will be Harrison Tremble. They'll play tomorrow at 1. We're not 100% certain yet. We will most likely have that game streamed for you. An announcement will come early tomorrow morning. But as of right now, the plan is to have that game available for you. Here, number 1 throws that at net, rebound, and almost a chance there for Alder to get her first goal of high school hockey. Alder now behind the net again, throwing it out looking for Patterson. Going ahead now, here's Glant carrying it in for Star Cormier. Glant dumps it wide. Evan Patterson takes it behind the net, 16 seconds to go. Sarah's Trenum on it now. Trenum dumping that ahead. Here comes Lauren Gotro. Gotro plans to complete her hat trick, but she'll just play the sportsmanship game and carry that one wide. Caught them there. Oh, now last second chance. There'll be a stop by Melanson, and that'll be the hockey game, folks. Tantramar holding on for the 3-0 victory. They improved to 2-0 on the season.